Okay, guys, welcome to our webinar. I hope you can hear me and also see my video. And I'm just waiting for some users, more users to join us, and after that I will start the webinar for sure. If you can see me, please kindly write in the public chat section, and also if you can hear me clearly, because I'm checking the voice and video. Okay, I guess you can see me now, all of you. And please note that we have a public chat section as well. You can write your questions, any comment you have, or any thoughts on your mind in that section. And I hope my voice quality is good, or as good as possible. Uh, let's wait a little more. Okay, let's start our webinar, and thank you for joining us. Now I see that 5 people are watching me. That's good for a start, but I hope so many more people join us in the rest of the webinar. And yeah, the voice quality is good, I guess. Okay, let's share my screen. Oh, thank you, Major, for your nice comment. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the files that I have provided for you. Okay. Okay, let's start. Welcome to our webinar. This is the second webinar of the KuCoin API, and we decided to have some webinars in order to provide more training opportunities for our users, and especially for the new users that join us. So in this webinar, we are going to first have an introduction, and after that we will walk through some of the basic concepts of the WebSockets. You may know already some of them, but it's not a bad idea to review some of the facts that you already know. And after that, we try to implement some codes. First, using the KuCoin without using the KuCoin SDKs, and after that, we'll try to use some of the SDKs that we have provided for you to make your progress better and more easier. The duration of our webinar would be about 1 hour, and after that we will have around 30 minutes for answering the questions, and you can write all of your questions and all of the comments that you have in the public chat section. I will surely review and answer them after the speech that I have. And before that, let's introduce myself. As already you know, my name is Head. I'm the community manager of KuCoin API. I guess you already know me from the API Telegram group. I always there. And also behind me, there is a very powerful and strong team, which are the team of the KuCoin API. And you already know some of them, I guess, but I'm not going to name them because there are plenty of them, but you have to just note that the good quality of the API services of KuCoin is all coming brought to you by these people, and we have to thank you them for their nice efforts. And also, if you want to get support from us, you can always refer to our API Telegram group. And also, we have a special channel which is called the KuCoin Learning Center. You can always refer to that channel and find learning material about the KuCoin API concepts. And after that, also, you can always contact us via the email, a special email address for the API support. And you can see the address there below the page. So these are the contact way that we have, and you can always also reach me in the API Telegram group. Before continuing, I would like to turn off my video camera because I guess it's reduced the internet speed and quality. So let me share, cancel my webcam. Yes, I guess it's better for improving the quality of the sharing screen. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what we are looking for here in this webinar. Actually, during the time that I have been in the API Telegram group and also in the community of KuCoin API, I saw that some of the users, especially the new users, have problem implementing the codes or also the concepts of the KuCoin API. So we decided to run some webinars and also provide some learning material to help these people to understand better the concepts, the parameters, and also different aspects of the KuCoin API, and also guiding them to use the KuCoin API services better. And on the other hand, also we like to introduce our services via these webinars and demonstrate how you can use them in different languages, programming languages, so you can use them better and more easily. If you needed to access any of learning material and sources, you can see the most important ones in this page. The first one is, of course, the help document. You can see rich contents there, always about different aspects and different parameters. And every part has been explained very good in this part, in this document. We have provided for spot and future separately. Next one is, of course, our GitHub page. You can always access the GitHub page and see examples, demo samples, and also the comments from the users there. It would be very helpful and guiding for you. Third one is, of course, the API Telegram group. You can always get access there. I'm there for answering your questions. And also, there are some other people, some volunteers, nice volunteers that help us to improve our support and our answering questions there. And the last source that you can always access and refer is our Learning Center channel, which also we organize our AMAs there, and you have attended some of them, I guess, in the past. So let's talk a little bit about the WebSocket concepts. You already are familiar with the HTTP protocols and also the way it functions, and you can use it, and so you have noticed it on your web browsers. The fact here is that when you are actually using the HTTP protocols, you can see that you always send the request to the server, wait for the answer. Server will send you some information, and after that, you can see that on your browser. So this is actually almost a one-side connection. I mean, the connection ends when you stop your request, and after that, there is not any answer or question between the client and the server. This is very good because it's very fast, very functioning, but actually, if you want to keep alive your connection and have a bidirectional connection, actually, then you can do that using the HTTP protocols, actually, and you have to find another way. I mean, for example, when you are using your chat rooms, you can do that using the HTTP protocols like the way that you are doing now. And it's very good when you want to order and get some loads of information, but not for the mutual, connection. So here the WebSocket idea comes. It's a two-side connection, bidirectional connection, a full duplex protocol, and it acts like a question answer connection between the client and server. So the connection stay alive. It doesn't end when a client asks a question from the server. And in this way, you have the possibility to continue the question and answer, continue the requesting and getting the information back from the WebSocket without any problem. And also, you can mirror it and send it across different clients. That's fantastic. And this is the idea behind the, chat rooms and, for example, other places that you can see the information goes and back without any stops. And also, the connection will stay alive as long as one of the parties, one of the sites, client or server, doesn't end the connection. So you can see it also in this picture for the HTTP protocols. As you can see, client send the request back to server and server answered him, and the connection ends here. But in the WebSocket idea, WebSocket connection, actually you will have a continuous connection. First, client and server will have a handshake. They will start learning and knowing each other, and after that the connection starts, and it doesn't end until one of the either parties ends the connection. So as I told you, the application for the WebSocket is very much. You can see, for example, in the chat application, in the real-time web application like the KuCoin WebSocket, gaming applications, and other real-time updated info like the market and stock info. And the benefit of this connection is that it's real-time. It doesn't have that problem of the rate limit issues that most of the users complains about, and also it's fast and echoing and two-side connection. When is not a good idea to use WebSocket? When you want to fetch a large amount of information, which are old data, or for the static data. In these cases, I guess RESTful web services are more reasonable and sufficient to use. So there are plenty of programming languages that supports the WebSocket protocols, but I guess the most famous ones are Python, Node.js, PHP, Java, and Go. And all of them are also supported by the KuCoin SDKs. We have provided different special SDKs for all of them, and especially for the Python, which is always getting updated. And one point about the programming languages which also support WebSocket is the idea of asynchronous against the synchronous programming. In the asynchronous programming, the task will start and continue to be executed in the parallel way. The program and the language for programming languages don't stop the program until the time it's getting an answer back from the server. So, for example, you can see this fact and this idea in the Node.js and also the Python. And if I want to show it on the picture, you can see that in process A, which is a asynchronous process, the connection starts and continue while there are some other tasks doing in the language, in the program. But in the synchronous, in the synchronous way of the programming languages, one request should be done, and then after that, the program will go for the next one, and it can't do the programming, the task and the request in a parallel way. So this idea will help for the programming languages when they are using the WebSocket protocols, and they can have this connection alive with the server while it's waiting for the answer back from the server. Okay, let's have a look at the way we can do it in Python and Node.js. Before that, let's point out to the fact that you have to install the module of the WebSockets in both Python and Node.js. And when you want to do that for Python, you can use this specific command in the PowerShell and install this packet, this module, using the pip command in the Python. And we will have the same command also in the Node.js. I will later get to that. So after that, you install this module, I mean the module of the WebSocket, which is a library provided by the Python. You can have access to the WebSocket services. Also some other modules are necessary. The first one is the request, and the second one is asynchronous, which is the idea and the module that helps you to implement the asynchronous programming in the Python. And lastly, after you imported and installed all of these modules in the Python, you can start to make a special function to do something, I mean to answer and send a request to server and get the answer back from the server, and run it in a loop until it gets and send and get back the answer from the server back. So for the installing the pip, I will do it. I will go to do it on the PowerShell now, and you can see that the command here. Let me use the pointer. This command will help you to install this module, and this is a sample code for the Python. This is the client side. So let's go and try it on the VS Code. I will talk and explain it later in the VS Code. Okay, this is the VS Code environment. You can run different programming languages in this program. It's very handy and very useful for writing the codes, and it supports most of the programming languages. So this is the sample code that I have written for the client side of the WebSocket in Python. First, I have imported WebSockets module and also imported Asynchronous. To install the WebSocket module, you can go in the PowerShell and use this command: /m pip install WebSockets, as I told you in the presentation. So it's connected to the database and install the WebSocket module. Because I have installed it before, so it's set that with requirement already satisfied. It's already installed in my computer. After installing the WebSocket client, WebSocket module, you can you should import the WebSockets and also import the Asynchronous module in the Python. And here, if you want to run a server client on your computer for the WebSocket, you can use this local address. This is the local address of your computer, and also define a port here. And using the async function in the Python, it will do the asynchronous connection to the WebSocket, which we already imported the modules, and will listen to the server. So for doing that, I'm going to run a server here. This is a server that I have wrote in the Node.js. This is also in the on my computer, and I'm going to run it. and see what will happen here. Let's go to the folder that I have the server. Sorry. Okay, now we are close. I have put my server, which I have wrote in Node.js, in this folder, server echo. Now I'm going to run it. This is a server that I have wrote in Node.js program. Let's see what files we have here. Yes, this file, server.js, is my server. To run a code which has been written in the Node.js programming, you will write first Node, and after that the file name of the Node.js file, server.js. Yes, as you can see, I have wrote the server. I have started the server. This is a WebSocket server. I will talk about it later. And now it is showing me the time. It is the Greenwich time, and it said we are listening on the port 5000. Okay, now we can also run the client program that we have in Python. This is the Python client side for the WebSocket, and it is also accessing this address using the WebSocket module that we already imported, and using the async function, which is one of the built-in functions in Python. And using this combination, it will listen to the server until it gets an answer back from the server. So let's run it. I run it in the terminal of the VS Code. Okay, as you can see, it is waiting for an answer back from the server. Now I have another extension here. It's a very useful extension that you can install. The name is Simple WebSocket Client. You can install this extension on your Chrome and also on your Edge. I'm going to open this connection, this WebSocket address, and send a message back to the server. This is the client. I'm going to send a message to server, which I wrote in Node.js. I write hello API users. Okay, this is the question that I sent. Let me do that again. This is the message that I sent to server. This is the server answer. Who said hello API user? Let's check it on the publisher. Here you are. This is the answer back from the server in Node.js, answering to the client, echoing all the connection and all the messages from the client. And it's also showing me that 2 clients has been connected. On the other hand, here on my Python client side, you can see also the same message. Who said hello API users? See? So this is a very simple program that has been written in the Python language. And also the same client side in the Node.js is here. You can see that first you have to import this module, WebSocket module, using this command, const WebSocket equal to required WebSocket, and it helps to it helps you to import the WebSocket client. And after that, you will define an address here and define a new WebSocket variable. And using the WebSocket module that you already imported in your Node.js language, you can make it on here, turn the connection on, and any message from back from the server and client will be shown here. So let's get back to our presentation. Okay, so as I told you, we have some modules to import. and we have some functions, useful functions, which is called async queue and async function in the Python, which help you to uh, keep alive the connection and the situation until you get some answer backs from the server. The same situation is right about the Node.js. And if you want to install the WebSocket module in the Node.js, you will use this command. Let's try it here. I want to install the WebSocket, VWS WebSocket module in the Node.js. And I will write npm iws. After that, it starts to install it. As you can see, exactly. As you can see, it's started to install it and it's done. And after that, again, you try to define a port and a web server variable, and after that, a function which is a handler function that helps you to send a message back to server or doing something actually, and keeping the connection alive. I already talked about this and also about the WS WebSocket library in the Node.js. You already saw it. And this is the client-side program that I wrote in the Node.js. I already tested for you. You can see that first I imported the WebSocket module. I defined a port, and also I defined a web server variable using the WebSocket server module, which I already got it from the WebSocket library here. And after that, I try to turn the connection on to the WebSocket, and a function which is writing this message, console.load, a client is connected. You saw it already in my terminal. It's try to keep the connection live, and after that, getting an answer back from the server. It is echoing all the answers and all the messages back to server on all clients. Also, if you want to test your WebSocket program, you can always use the postman space. It has a special, actually, echoing WebSocket server. This is the address. Sorry. This is the address. And you can use this address to test your WebSocket client. Because this acts like a WebSocket server mirror. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the KuCoin WebSocket sections. In the public channel, of the KuCoin WebSocket, you can get the information of symbol tickers, order book data, snapshots of the symbol, client data, and also match execution data, and some index data. And on the other hand, in the private channel, you can get the private order change events for your orders, account balance, the position status change event, and also some margin related topics and about your stop orders. We will test one of them here. If you want to implement the code for your WebSocket client all by yourself and not going to use the SDKs that we have provided for you, these are the steps that you have to take actually. The first step is getting the endpoint and also the token, the special token that the web server sends you, by sending a post request to these addresses. The first one is for the public channel and the second one is for the private channel. So after you send a post request to these addresses, you will get a token, a special token for your connection, and also the address of the web server, the WebSocket server, and some other information back from the server. And after that, you will append the token to the endpoint. Like a query string, you are already familiar with the concept of the query string from the previous webinar. After you do that, you will open a new WebSocket connection, like what we did already in the our client, Python client. When we say that we open a WebSocket, we open a new WebSocket connection to the URL, it's like this. This is the address. And this is the way that it opens the WebSocket client connection to the client, to the server in the Python. And also in the Node.js, this is again the address. And you can see that it opened the connection here. Okay. And after that you open a connection to the URL and also send in the token and your ID, you will also do the subscription to the server and keep pinging the connection from 1 to 5 seconds, every 1 to 5 seconds, to keep the connection alive and getting the information back from the servers. Let's go and do that in the VS Code. We are going to try the symbol ticker topic in the public channel of the KuCoin WebSocket. This is the topic. And this is the format of the topic. And after you, when you try to subscribe to this address, to this topic actually, you have to send the ID and the type subscribe and also the topic which is here and the symbol. I have selected the BTC, which is my favorite, and also this response equal to true. You will send it like a JSON to the server, and you will get the answer back from the server. So let's do that. Okay, here is the code. You can see that first I imported the WebSocket module. Also, I imported the async, the JSON, which is necessary for our JSON files, and also the request. So this is the post public address that I already mentioned here, that I said that we have to send a request to this address. And I try to send a message to this address using the request modules and get the response back. Let's see what will happen if I do that. I just copy and paste all of the information here and open a new tab. Okay, let's start. We have imported all the necessary modules, and now I want to send a request to this address and get the information back from it. I run the program here. Oh, let's first save it. Let's call it webinar. Okay, it's trying to run the code. Yes. First, we get the code 20,000, which means the connection and the request has been successful. This is the sign of successful answer and making connection to this address. And after that, we are getting in the next item the data. The data actually contains some information here. The first one is the token, which I already described you. All of this part is the token, a special token sent from the server back to you. Next section is the instance servers information. The first one is the endpoint. The endpoint that you have to make the connection for establishing a connection to the WebSocket server for the KuCoin. And the other information include the ping timeout, which you have to ping interval, which you have to do the pinging, and also the ping interval. So we have all the necessary information here. Now we have to go for the next section, next step actually. For the next step, we have to append the information, the token, and also the web server address to the WebSocket server, and also do the subscription and getting back the information. So in the code that I have wrote here, you can see first I try to import connect module from the WebSocket. I'm not going to write all of the codes here because it takes a lot of time. And also I have defined an async function, and inside that I have actually defined my special personal function, which I have named it KuCoin WebSocket, KuCoin WS. And using this command in Python, I will connect to the server address of the WebSocket, and I will also append the token and UID. That this is my own UID, my defined UID here. I called it head 2020. We can assign any amount, any number, or anything to this UID. This is up to you. There's not any restriction about it. And after that, here I told you that we have to send this special message as a JSON file to the server to subscribe to this topic, market ticker BTC USDT. Okay, I have wrote it here. The first item is my ID. I have used the UID as my ID. The second one is the item type, which you send the subscribe message to the server, which we want to subscribe. This next one is the topic and the topic address. And last one is the response to, which means that you have to please send me back the response. Okay. And then I will convert all of them as a JSON file and try to send them like a message to the server using the await function, and keep the connection alive using the while loop until getting some answer back from it. The last command, which is the async get even loop run until complete, is a function that help us to keep alive the connection until the client gets some answers back from the server. So let's go and try to run this code. Okay, let's see what will happen. I clear up here. Oh, I have made a mistake here. Let's see what is the mistake. Oh, I forgot the token. Sorry. I have to provide the token to the connection. Here is the token. Sorry, I forgot this part. In the JSON response that you get back from the server, you can get the token back. So let's run it again. Yes, it's working. Very good. Now we are getting information about the symbol ticker for the BTC USDT from the server batch. All of the information that you see here are the prices and the best bid and ask prices for the BTC. Let's stop this client. Good. Now we know how to make a client side for the KuCoin WebSocket in Python without using the SDK. But as you notice, it's not very handy because you have to write a lot of code, a lot of information, and it's not. I guess it's not a good idea when we have some easy SDK to use. So we can use the Python and Node.js SDKs, which the KuCoin API team has provided for you, and it makes this process very easy for you because you don't need to code anything. You just need to send the subscription and the topic that you want, and you will get back the information from the server. For installation of the SDKs here, again, we will use the pip command in the Python and npm command in the Node.js, and then we can use the sample code. So let's do that. Let's go for the first. We try to install the KuCoin SDK, KuCoin Python SDK in the Python. Okay, it's already installed on my system, and also for the Node.js, we will do the same. npm I or also install, both are correct, and KuCoin Node SDK. Yes, it's installing the KuCoin Node SDK from the database. It first connects to the database on the internet, and after that it starts to install it. We will wait for first for it to install the Node.js SDK for the KuCoin. Good. Now it's installed and we can use it, and it prevents us from doing a lot of coding. Let's do that in the VS Code again. I have it ready here. This is the SDK for the Python, KuCoin SDK for the Python. And because I have installed the KuCoin SDK already, I don't need to do anything else. And I just need to import the information, the needed functions from the KuCoin SDK. So you can see that I have first imported the async, and after that, from the KuCoin client, I have imported WS token, and also the KuCoin WS client. So after this, it actually prevents us and help us for not doing a lot of coding like this one. We don't need to do a lot of coding like this, and it makes it very easy for us. We will use async function again here, and using this pattern, we will subscribe to the necessary and related topics, and we will print all the data back from that topic here. So let's try to do that. And also it keeps the connection alive until you stop it yourself. Okay, we are waiting for the server to answer us. Yes, now we are getting back the information from the servers. This is the topic of the spot market, level 2 depth for the KCS and BTC. We are getting all the information, and also note that in this program, in this code, we have subscribed to two different topics at the same time. We are getting information back from two topics. This is also true for the Node.js. For the Node.js, first you have to, as I told you, install the KuCoin SDK, and then using this line of code, const API equal to require KuCoin /node SDK, you will import necessary functions from that. And also you have to make a config file. The config file is actually the file that you will uh, include and provide your authentication information inside it. Let's check it on the, I want to go to KuCoin beta page here. This is the beta page for the KuCoin, and I'm inside the KuCoin Node SDK section. Okay, I want to show you how to make the config file. For the config file, you will enter the base URL, which is the URL of the WebSocket, and also the key, secret, and passphrase of your API inside it. I have it also here. Let's show it to you. This is the actually config file that I have made for Node.js using the KuCoin Node.js SDK. First, I have input the base URL of the for the sandbox. You can see it here. And also I filled this section with the key, secret, and passphrase of my sandbox API keys. This is, I don't have any problem with this for the security of this because this is sandbox API keys and it's safe. So I have made this specific config.js file easily for the Node.js, and I have included in the folder that I'm going to write and provide my code for client side of the WebSocket. Then using this command, I will import it into my code. And this is a sample code for the ticker, market ticker, topic in the Node.js. So let's go and also run this program. I'm going to do that in the PowerShell. It's better. Yes, it's here, Node. I first write the word Node to run the Node.js codes. And after that, the name of the file, ticker demo.js. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, there's an issue here. Set that I guess I have made a mistake here. Let's see. Maybe the name is not wrong. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I wrote the name incorrectly. Again. Here. Let me try here again. Node. Okay. Node. Cannot find the KuCoin. Let's have attention to this error. Cannot find the KuCoin Node SDK. So it has a problem here in the. We already actually installed this SDK. I don't know why it doesn't accept it. Node SDK. Let's wait for it again. Okay, let's try to run it. Yes, it's working. Great. It's subscribed to the BTC USDT market tickers topic, and it's waiting for the answers from the WebSocket server. The subscription was successful, but actually it's not getting any data back. I don't know. We have to check the reason. Let's get back to the VS Code. This is actually the sample code, which you can find here in the GitHub Node SDK URL of the KuCoin GitHub page. This is the sample, and you can use it directly. So the subscription was successful actually, but it's not getting back any data, and you have to check it later because it should work. Let's try it one more time. VS closed. Oh, okay. The problem is coming from the sandbox. I'm sorry. If you try this code actually on the real environment, you will get the information back for the market ticker topic from the server shortly. Yes, this is the sandbox issue that it has closed the connection. Okay. Anyway, this is the more easier and handy way for implementing the codes for the WebSocket using the SDKs, as I told you. And also for the calibration process, we have provided a sample code in the Python, and I will share all the codes later in the API Telegram group and also the Learning Center channel. You can have access to all of the codes. And for the calibration process, the first step is receiving the WebSocket level 2 data, then initiate a REST request to get the snapshot data and cache them. And after that, having a playback of the cache level 2 data. Again, apply a new level data flow to the local snapshot and update the information, the sequence information using the WebSocket. We have the sample code here. I'm not going through to explain every detail because it's a very long code and we don't have enough time for that. But just I'm going to run it for you to see how it works. Yes, as you can see, it's getting a snapshot data from the REST level 2 endpoint, and after that, it's synchronizing and calibration of the data with the WebSocket. I will share this code later for you as a sample code for the calibration, so you will have a sample code in Python, and also we will later make another one in Node.js. Okay, and after the webinar, we will have a final exam for this webinar, which you have attended. I will share all the video and files and information and also the codes later in the Learning Center channel. And there will be a final exam, a follow-up exam after that, after this webinar. You can take part in this webinar. And if a user passes the exam and get the required scores, we will grant them a certificate and also a VIP level gift. So this will be the some kind of the certificate for this webinar for the users which has attended this webinar. And thanks a lot for your attention and for your time. I'm now ready for answer some questions. I'm going to check the question part in the copy chat and see if some of you have some questions. Okay, let's start sharing. Anyone, any question here? Does anyone have any question? Thank you for your nice compliments. If anyone has any question, I'm ready to answer. Oh, don't worry. I will share and I will save the recorded file of the webinar later in the Learning Center channel, and also the link to the final exam will be sent in that channel. So please come into our API Telegram group. Let me share the link. I will share the link here. This is our API Telegram link. So please don't forget to come inside our API Telegram group and subscribe and join to our group and also our Learning Center channel. I will send the exam link later inside the group, and you can take part in the exam and get the certificate, and also uh, for getting the prize, which is the VIP level gift. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will have other webinars later. So stay tuned and don't forget to check our Telegram group regularly. Have a nice day and goodbye.